All right, thank goodness for grandparents, because that's where my little baby is right now, with her grandparents. Now what I really want to do is swatch it. I really wish this flipped over. M129. I want to know what the difference is between cream clay eyeshadow and blush, because it feels like a blush to me and I really want to try it as a blush. So the cream blush that I did want to try is that pink tulip shade. I don't know the name of it, but I want it. It's not quite a cream to powder, but sort of. You can kind of see it in the texture, I feel like. Love that. Alpha Glenda. Ah. Okay, yes. These are beautiful. I love them. Moment of truth. So this last row here is all powder shadows. And the texture again, buttery soft. I'm obsessed. That blush shade. I'm just gonna blend that in. Ooh, I love that. The undertones here. That's what's really important. These undertones are beautiful. And honestly, in my day-to-day, I don't typically take it darker than that. So I think that we're in a good place. Ooh, 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 ooh. Here are the swatches of the Mob Beauty palette that I created, inspired by Wicked, The Wizard of Oz. I'm gonna quickly play with it, and I don't know if I'm gonna get to comparisons in this video or I'm gonna have to do it another time. I do just need to get some of this on my face now. So I'll just do all the swatches together so we can have them all together. 1990, 159. I think this one's my favorite. And then 147. This is the lip balm, 139. And this is how the lip looks like with literally every single one of these shades on. Finally, I did get a cake liner. I know that this is water activated, but I don't know. I just kind of want to see what happens. Nothing really. And for some reason online this looked a lot darker. It really shows as like truly an eggplant. I really do want that plum garnet shade next. I would love those two shades mixed together. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take my Rose & Ben E26 liner brush. I know it's water activated, but I'm just gonna use setting spray. And you're supposed to just get the consistency that you want. I'm learning this formula, so let me just see what that does. Just make it a little more wet this time. Ooh, a lot. And I honestly do want to try some of this on. Might as well, since I already have the lip on. Like I talked about in my previous video, the hooded eyes video, we're gonna practice it now with a darker color. So I'm looking straight. You can see this fold in this hood. Ignore it, pretend it's not there. So where this bottom waterline ends is where I start. Keeping the eyes open, just drag it out. So put your brush where the waterline ends and just extend it while keeping your eyes open. See this whole fold right here? Just ignore, pretend it doesn't exist. Put that line where you want it to be. So I'm going to try spraying it directly now. Now that I think about it, I'm glad that I got a separate compact, kind of a happy little accident, so I can just spray directly and not get it all over everything else in this palette. How would this work as a blush? I must know. I'm obsessed with baby pink right now, so I would definitely also get like the actual blush, but I just want to know what's gonna happen with this. Okay, definitely brightening. If you're like a light medium skin tone like me, this might be a little bit light, but honestly, it kind of works. You know what? Might as well pop some in the center. Oh, I like that. I like that. This might only work for light and fair skin complexions. This barely works on me, and I'm a light to medium, but I just had to know how that would work. I'm going to just directly tap into that bronzer. It applies beautifully. You can see already I just tapped in a couple times into the pan and it's giving good coverage. It almost seems to like give a blurring effect. I love that. I'm gonna have to compare this to my other bronzer shades. I feel like I still haven't found my perfect shade, but so far I'm liking this a lot. That's a lot of product. We're gonna see how much pigmentation that has. Oh yes, a lot. Perfect. Yeah, this works beautifully. I'm so glad I have these two. I definitely want that pink blush now. Now this isn't something I would typically do, but I saw that suspended sparkle balm can be used as a highlighter. Okay, if you like a strong highlight, definitely. It's very sparkly. Green, blue, greener, blue, greener, blue, green, or blue. Well, since I have Glinda on the cheeks, I'm gonna have to go with Elphaba. Oh, oh, yes, pigmentation. And I know Elphaba probably would have been like super spot on if I went with the olive green instead, but I've just been wanting vintage goth for so long. Since this is a cream, the best thing to do would be to set this with a translucent powder, but I'm not going anywhere right now. It's already evening and I honestly just wanted to play with these and try them out. What I'm curious to see is how these sparkle bombs look. M129 over this one. M129, so this is basically just supposed to be like a pearl. And now I'm gonna put M163. Oh yeah, you can see the difference. This one, it seems like it almost turned like more of a lime shade. And I'm gonna go into M1 and just tap that into the crease because I'm just curious to see how these all perform together. And I'm not surprised. I wouldn't have bought this if I like wasn't sure they were amazing. I did my research. I was eyeing this brand for literally over a year. Gorgeous. And then M8, let's see how this works. It gives you a little bit of a different look. And I'm glad that I did get these eyeshadows to try. I feel like no one talks about them enough. They're an amazing formula. M121, this one is by Rose and Ben also. This is her collab. Stunning. Wow. This is such a good shade of yellow. And look how beautifully it just blends in. I'm actually going to use this to highlight. I was anticipating this to be a little bit more muted. Shopping online is already hard as is, and you add skin tone undertones into the mix and you don't know. Different shades look different on different skin tones, and I think that's why it's really important for brands to showcase that. Any brand that has like a foundation line, I think that would be so smart to have someone within each family range show what the makeup, what the swatches look like on that skin tone. That would make buying online so much easier, I feel like, because then I could just look at that shade reference and know, or at least have an idea of how a better idea of how a color may look like on me. Okay, so when I diffuse it, I do see a little bit more of that, like that undertone that I was expecting, like a little more gray. I guess might as well talk about these really quickly. So these are the samples that I got. Neutral Gold and Olive 50. And that's because depending on the brand, sometimes the golds look orange on me. Sometimes the neutrals look pink. Sometimes it's just right. And olive sometimes is too green. So I'm really trying to figure out what my skin tone is, but I know also different things, they mean different things to different brands. So let's just see really quickly what neutral looks like. Look at the cutest little swatch. Thinking, no, this isn't gonna be for me. Look how tiny it is. It's $1 for these. They're so cute. I think I might be in the wrong family. I might have been like more at like 40. Let me just say, I'm so happy I finally tried out Mob Beauty. I'm really excited that I did. I'm gonna be playing with this more. I'm not really into just like showcasing product and never talking about it again. Really want to get good use out of my products, and that's also why I picked the shades that I did, because I wanted to pick shades that I didn't already have in my collection. So with that said, thank you for watching the video. Those of us who are into beauty, we tend to know what we like, and I've been guilty of it too, purchasing the same type of shades over and over and over. And I don't want to do that. I honestly don't have the space for it. Also, I want to challenge myself, right? Something I love about makeup and beauty, it's not just the buying, right? You don't want to just keep buying stuff. It's the artistry of it. So I want to challenge myself as an artist to use what I have and add what I need, what I feel like is missing in my collection. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Is this giving Wicked? How did I do? How would you critique my color story? Would you have added the olive green instead for Alphaba? I feel like this gave the idea of it. So just taking a wipe, you can see I didn't have much here. Kind of showed my concealer technique where I just put it in the areas I need it and I spread it all out. Yeah, it's basic, it's clean. There's nothing here. So this is Neutral 50. It is a little dark, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Gold 50. And the last is Olive 50. I'm definitely in the wrong color family. I should probably go up to 40, maybe 30. But I think I'm definitely leaning towards gold. Because what you should pick is the color that disappears into your skin. Well, I don't know. Now olive, maybe. Changed my mind. I think olive, because now that I'm looking in the mirror, the gold sticks out way more than the olive does. So I think I am an olive, and that explains why everything, I am like Goldilocks with everything, like too orange, to this, to that. I feel like it's kind of tricky having an olive skin tone with what's available on the market, but I'm so glad for Mob Beauty because they do have these more like grungy tones that really work well with olive skin tones. Thank you so much again for hanging out with me. Look how blurring those complexion products look. I'm so amazed. I can't wait to try more. If you haven't already, go check out Mob Beauty.